Welcome back. The AirAsia ABL Finals continue here on Crossover, and after an exciting wire-to-wire finish in the opening game, the series returns to Yanaris Sports Arena just less than 36 hours later on Sunday afternoon. Very little recovery time for both teams as they set to battle once again, the Beermen looking to protect their home court and take a commanding 2-0 series lead. Meanwhile, the Warriors will have to stay out of foul trouble to keep their big men in the game to contend with San Miguel's powerful front line.
Game 1 just validated our know of Indonesia. They're a guard-oriented team. They like to shoot the three, and I think that's what they're gonna do today. And if there's any adjustment, we'll just be ready for it and make adjustments along the way.
Yeah, the two days we wanna win this game so bad, and adjustment probably we're gonna have to make more pressure on AirAsia and Acuna because they've been a big factor for the first game.
As expected, the Beermen immediately get their inside game going. Brian Williams off to a much better start in Game 2 as he gives them an early 4-point lead. B. Will also getting it done on the defensive end as he shuts the door on Chris Daniels. Justin Williams again providing an instant spark off the bench as he snakes his way in for the deuce. Beermen up by 3. Low scoring first half as Steve Thomas keeps the Warriors close, but they're down 14-12 at the end of 1. The San Miguel shooters start to heat up in the second. First, Jarek Fortuna fires and hits one from long range. Then he hands off to Chris Banchero, who pulls up in transition and knocks it down to make it a double-digit Beermen lead. But only briefly as Mario Wusong puts an end to the run by scoring 5 straight points. Lead is back down to 5. Asi Taulava still with the hot hand after an MVP performance in the first game. He stroked a fadeaway over Thomas. But Thomas answers back with a powerful move underneath on the other end.
Steve Thomas.
Val Acuna once again providing a spark off the bench for San Miguel, and that puts them up 26-21.
Acuna with the keep.
For Indonesia, it was only Jerick Cañada who gave them any sort of lift off their bench. He drains the outside shot and pulls the Warriors back within 2. But he is unable to stop Leo Avenido, who takes it right to the basket and banks it home. Taulava misses on the drive, but Brian Williams is there for the putback, and that stretches the lead to 6.
And tapped in by Brian Williams.
Yeah, that's one of the things you can do in this league when the ball is just hanging out. And
Thomas continues to dominate for the Warriors, and he keeps them close with his inside game. But Banchero finds himself open, and he knocks down the triple to make it a 7-point
Nobody
lead.
within 5 feet has time.
Cañada spots up from the corner, and he hits his second triple of the game. This one cuts the Beermen lead down to 4.
however, now they've calmed down and the shots are starting.
San Miguel with plenty of second chances as Williams finally gets it to go down. But Indonesia, after an ice-cold 0-for-6 start in the first, knocked down 4 of their 5 shots from the outside in the second to cut their deficit to 3 at the half.
I'm really proud of him because of his dedication also to this game. Sometimes family time is being sacrificed, but we understand. We all know that he's doing it for our family also.
Stan Pringle comes out firing in the second half as he hits his trademark floater in the lane to trim the Beermen lead to 1. Brian Williams responds by taking it right to the basket against the much smaller Chris Daniels.
You got to get somebody in there who can put the ball in the basket.
Williams continues to play well after the halftime break as he cleans up the offensive glass for the basket and the foul.
Asi Taulava from outside.
Pringle with one of his 9 rebounds as he takes it the other way for the hoop and the harm.
Pringle keeps. Foul.
He's unable to finish the 3-point play, but Daniels is there for the putback, and that 4-point turnaround gives the Warriors a 1-point lead. 10 total lead changes in this one as Daniels gives Indonesia a 1-point edge halfway through the third. Pringle so dangerous with the ball as he maneuvers his way through the lane, and that layup gives them a 3-point lead late in the third.
Oh, Stan Pringle with a stop and start, befuddling the entire Beermen.
Moments later, Fortuna steps up to the 3-point line and ties it all up at 49. But once again, it's Stan Pringle with the stop and go, and he gives the Warriors a slim 2-point lead heading into the fourth. San Miguel having problems with Indonesia's inbound plays all season long, and Daniels gets another easy score to start the final quarter. Warriors up by 4. But Acuna hits a timely 3 over Wusong to cut the lead back down to 1. Cañada providing the only scoring off the Warrior bench. He knocks down 3 of 4 from the outside, but goes down with a serious-looking knee injury. Early in the fourth, he would not return for the remainder of the game. The Beermen capitalize and shift the momentum in their favor as Williams shuts down the middle and follows up the miss on the other end, giving them a 2-point lead. With John Smith also going down to injury after a scoreless afternoon, it was up to Stan Pringle, who steps up and hits a tough shot in the lane to tie the game at 61 with less than 3 minutes remaining. Fast forward to the end of the game, just half a minute to go, Warriors down by 1, and it's Pringle again, working on Banchero, and he puts up the clutch shot to give Indonesia a narrow 1-point lead with 22 seconds left. But the Beermen counter it with a similar looking inbounds play on the other end, freeing up Brian Williams for the easy score. They take the lead back, leaving 5.5 seconds on the clock.
Pringle, here's Pringle coming up the floor, gets across the timeline, time winding down the floater. It won't go, and the Beermen behind Brian Williams.
With no timeouts remaining, Pringle was forced to push it up the floor quickly, and although he got a clean look, he was unable to get the shot to go down. San Miguel win Game 2 by the slimmest of margins. Final score 66-65. 17 points and 16 rebounds for Brian Williams, who scores the game-winning basket, giving them a 2-0 series lead.